Ollie Smith lined up already pointing to the outside on pole position, the green, white and blue car. Alongside the red, white and blue, the Kersley Motorsport car of Matthew Swatton. Second row, Lachlan Homer in white and black. Leon Holly in the blue, grey and white car on the second row of the grid. The red lights are on. Race 3 for the Junior Saloon Car Championship gets underway. Ollie Smith straight across towards the outside. Lachlan Homer bogs down slightly again, and Jake Wardle in the number 3 car draws past him. But it's Ollie Smith who's got the line into Redgate. Leon Holly with a good start up into second place ahead of Matthew Swatton, and Jake Wardle goes with them. Martin Wright around the outside. Yes, Lachlan Homer will be wanting to work on his race starts ahead of the next round of the Junior Saloon Car Championship. He's dropped back to 6th position from 3rd on the grid, but it's Ollie Smith who leads down the Craner curves for the first time. Leon Holly, the Devonshire driver, in 2nd place. Swatton on his tail. Wardle is 4th. Martin Wright all the way from Cornwall, he's in 5th place. Side by side, Max Scharfegger's already making up the places side by side with Zane Quecker. Ahead of them is Freddie Chandler in the Chandler Motorsport number 35 car. Ben Ward in behind them as well, the second of the Kersley Motorsport cars. They climb their way up towards McLean's for the first time. The lead is with Ollie Smith, Martin Wright and the 27 of Swatton. Both ran a little bit wide there onto the curb and the painted tarmac on the outside. Swing their way through Coppice Corner. It's tricky double apex right-hander kicking up the dust on the outside, one or two of them. Smith leads, it's Holly in 2nd place. Jake Wardle wants to challenge for his maiden podium here. He's on the tail of Matthew Swatton for 3rd place. Then Martin Wright in the blue number 14. There's Lachlan Homer in 6th position, looking to fight back after another slightly slow start. He got barged on the first corner of race 2, drops to the back of the field. Through the Melbourne Loop for the first time. Ollie Smith in the number 80, holding a lead of about 5 Citroen lengths over Leon Holly in 2nd place. Keeping it steady around this first lap. Freddie Chandler having a look at Ben Ward, but he'll be on the outside for the left-hander at Goddard's. First 5 cars breaking away very slightly. 0.8 of a second the lead margin as they cross the line for the first time. Side by side further back, Zane Quecker with George Allen, the number 17, the man from Grantham in Lincolnshire. Weaving about there further forward, Max Scharfegger and Tim Leonard fighting it out. Scharfegger's already up into 7th place from the back of the grid. So he's halfway up the field already. Could we see him challenge for a 2nd podium? He got 2nd place in yesterday's race in a photo finish with Martin Wright, as Matthew Swatton was bundled off the podium on the final lap. Down the Craner curves the 2nd time. There's Scharfegger, Leonard, Omar, Ward, Chandler at the back of this group. He's had to make a pit stop in the 2 races so far and drop back. So looking for better fortunes here. There is the Chandler Motorsport car. His brother Stevens competed in this championship quite successfully in the past. Smith throws his Saxo VTR through Coppice. This is the main battle at the moment for 7th position. Scharfegger 7th, Leonard 8th, Omar 9th, then Ward 10th, Chandler 11th. Zane Quecker has lost a little bit of ground there, back into the clutches of George Allen. Ralphie Branscombe, the scholarship winner, is at the back of the field, the Londoner. Through the Fogarty SE, that's where Ben Wilkinson went off while leading the Hyundais. Interesting to see if they get him back out for race 2 and see him come through from the back of the field as well, because the result of Hyundai race 1 sets the grid for race 2. The hill towards Goddard's. Scharfegger pulling away. Tim Leonard's been shuffled back in there as well in this midfield battle. William Omar ahead of him and Ben Ward as well. Ward up the inside takes Omar. Tim Leonard had a coming together with William Omar in the race earlier on today. So is there a bit of a rivalry developing possibly between those two? Further back, Freddie Chandler being reeled back in by Zane Quecker. Oh, Ben Ward sideways and Omar sideways. Tim Leonard moves across to try and take the place. Meanwhile, further forward, Martin Wright is trying to reel in Jake Wardle. Wardle comes from Maidstone in Kent, driving the CSC racing car. Martin Wright in the MRM car from Cornwall. Still Leonard and Omar battling it out. Just for 9th position, Leonard back ahead. Took the place coming out of Redgate there from the red car of William Omar. Scharfegger escaping ahead of Ben Ward, who's running well in 8th place. The next target will be Lachlan Homer. Zane Quecker trying to make a move there on Freddie Chandler going into Coppice. Side by side, Chandler on the outside line out onto the curb. Quecker surely going to go through, and he's done it. Meanwhile, further forward, the battle for 4th position intensifying. Lachlan Homer is on the tail of Jake Wardle. He's up the inside. More than on the tail, he goes through, up into P5. Good move there by Lachlan Homer as he recovers from that slightly slow start. The next target is Martin Wright. Still Ollie Smith leads from Leon Holly. Matthew Swatton in 3rd place. Pointing back is Jake Wardle in the number 3. Catching them all the time is Max Scharfegger in the 23. Frustrated having all but one of his time lapse in qualifying disallowed. Which means he's had to start races 2 and 3 from the back. Black and white flag has been shown to car 17 of George Allen and the 35 of Freddie Chandler for exceeding track limits. So if they do it again, they will receive a penalty. So Wardle back down into 6th position. Behind Lachlan Homer. Martin Wright up into 4th place and going after Matthew Swatton. Things momentarily quietened down. 8.5 minutes to go in this 3rd race of the weekend for the junior saloon cars. Of course, we finished under the safety car earlier today with Ollie Smith taking his 2nd win. Smith on a hat-trick. Rarely seen in junior saloon cars. There's 3 drivers who were very closely matched at the top of the points last year. Wilf Butler, Josh Salvadori and Ollie Kerr, the eventual champion. In the treble 2, the Simpson Race Exhaust sponsored car. They've all moved on up to pastures new this year. I know Wilf Butler isn't working with coaching some of these drivers. Jonathan Moore, who we saw a couple of years ago as well. He's gone on into Porsche racing subsequently. Plenty to inspire these young racers to move into senior racing. Another young gun who we've seen win races in the last couple of years, Luca Maserati. He is now in Porsche racing. He's never raced a Maserati though. His family have a long history in Porsche racing, and Luca now racing with his dad in a Porsche Boxster. Meanwhile, Jake Wardle up the inside is going to retake Lachlan Homer on the inside into the hairpin. Back up into P5. Lachlan Homer fights back. He's got the indicator flashing there. I don't think he's realised. Matters not though. Back around the outside at Goddard's. He's not going to make that stick, I don't think. Wardle's still there on the inside. Max Scharfegger is shadowing him. There he is. No change among the top 4. It's all about this fight for 5th with just under 7 minutes remaining. Ben Ward looking on behind them. He's running well in the 64. Who's got the fastest lap? It is the race leader. 158.451 for the number 80 of Ollie Smith. Freddie Chandler has been handed a time penalty of 5 seconds, presumably for exceeding track limits. As Scharfegger gets past the number 3 of Jake Wardle, just lost that bit of momentum there. And Scharfegger didn't need asking twice. Their teammates, these two as well, the 2 CSC racing cars. There's no team orders there, clearly. But Freddie Chandler's got a 5-second penalty. Black and white flags handed out to a few more drivers as well. Martin Wright is one of them. Another is William Omar, and the 96 of Ralphie Branscombe at the back of the field. No change among the top 4. They hold station. The lead is 1.7 seconds for Smith over Leon Holly. Matthew Swatton is a further 1.38 seconds back. There's the blue car of Martin Wright. He's 1.5 seconds off Martin Wright. So about 4.5 seconds covers the top 4 as things stand. Then a gap back to the 5th place car, which is now Lachlan Homer, at about 2.5 seconds. He's being reeled in by Scharfegger. Scharfegger second on the line ahead of Martin Wright in race 1 yesterday. He wants another podium. Jake Wardle wants a first podium as well. Another time penalty. George Allen, number 17, has been given a 5-second penalty. He's down towards the tail of the field. The fifth place battle starting to intensify. They're queuing up here almost behind Homer. Here comes Ben Ward. He wants to get involved in this as well. 4 of them it could be soon. Fighting for this 5th position. Max Scharfegger decides to make a move down the inside into Redgate. Can he make it stick? Yes, he's done it. Good move, Max Scharfegger up into P5. Now Homer will try and keep the momentum up here and stop Jake Wardle getting through as well on the run down to the old hairpin. This is great stuff. Moves to the inside for the old hairpin. That's good driving by Lachlan Homer. Defends from the number 3 of Jake Wardle. Ben Ward able to close up as a result of that as well. Max Scharfegger now starts to pull away. Homer's having to defend here. Ben Ward up alongside Jake Wardle. They have similar names and they're very similarly matched here. Ward up the inside. He's taken the place into McLean's. Good driving there by Ben Ward in the Kersley Motorsport, number 64, into 7th. Jake Wardle trying to fight back. He won't get round the outside at Coppice, I don't think. But Ward may run wide on the exit. Jake Wardle could duck underneath him here. Still no change among the top 4. And Lachlan Homer trying a run down into the Fogarty S's on Max Scharfegger to retake 5th. Is it going to be all change again? Homer up the inside. Scharfegger turns in. Excuse me, he says. You're not getting past me there. And Homer had to back off and out of the move. And that's backed him into Ben Ward now. Ben Ward could get into P6. Down the inside. Into the hairpin. And he's done it. Just that smallest loss of momentum. These cars being so evenly matched. And you will lose places and have to start all over again. Jake Wardle now at the back of this group. More track limits penalties, 5 seconds each for William Omar and Ralphie Branscombe now. That's 4 of the bottom 5 in this race at the moment have a 5-second penalty. There's a couple of them in the background. So Scharfegger is now 5th, Ward 6th, Homer down to 7th, Wardle is 8th. It's going to be all change again next time around, I'm sure. It's a bit like a Caterham race, this, isn't it? Positions constantly changing. Well, has Scharfegger escaped? Meanwhile, we haven't forgotten our leaders. There's Ollie Smith pulling away from Leon Holly. It's a 1-2 once again for Musketeer Motorsports. Surely they should have 3 drivers, not just 2. Freddie Chandler's pulled into the pits in the number 35. His car giving a bit of trouble this weekend. Matthew Swatton still 3rd. Martin Wright in 4th place. No real change in the top 4. Well, all race long, all the action has been in the midfield behind. Max Scharfegger now starting to escape in 5th place. How long has he got? It's just under 2 minutes. We'll try and catch Martin Wright, and I don't think he's going to do so. Meantime, Jake Wardle is back up into 6th. We said this is all change again. Ben Ward's gone down to 8th behind Lachlan Homer, and Tim Leonard's trying to catch them up as well in the 29. Swing their way through the left and the right at the Fogarty S's. That's where Martin Wright overshot in the second race earlier on. Then Ward fights back up the inside on the 94 of Lachlan Homer. Late on the brakes there from Ben in the Kersley Motorsport car. He may have outbraked himself. He's got ahead there, but Homer fights back. Leaders starting their last lap. In fact, Ollie Smith has already gone through to begin his last lap. He leads by 3.7 seconds now. There he is getting into Red Gates. Ben Ward has held the place. Coming out of Goddard's there in the background. Holds 7th ahead of Lachlan Homer. Behind them, Tim Leonard is 9th. Zane Quecker is now up into 10th. He's got ahead of William Omar. Omar is one of the 4 cars with a penalty, though. As this scrap continues for 7th between Ward and Homer. A further 10-second penalty for George Allen. So he could be penalised down towards the tail of the field here. Still this scrap continues. Lachlan Homer and Ben Ward. Ooh, don't hit each other. Thought Lachlan Homer was going to spin out there. That's exactly where he spun into the gravel in race 2. This is getting pretty dicey here. They've dropped back from Jake Wardle because they're too busy fighting each other for 7th place. This is allowing Tim Leonard to catch them. The clock has counted down to 0, so the checkered flag will go out this time. It looks like it is going to be a hat-trick for Ollie Smith. This will open up a sizable lead for him in the Junior Saloon Car Championship. Just 3 races gone. Is he going to join his brother Harry as a champion this year? It's early days yet, but he's already looking pretty dominant. He's been on pole in all 3 races, has led pretty much every metre of action. There might be a change for 3rd here because Martin Wright has closed in on Matthew Swatton, but Ollie Smith has pulled away and he is going to make it 3 out of 3. They're coming up towards Goddard's for the final time. No major change all race amongst the top 4 as out of the final corner comes number 80, Ollie Smith. It's a hat-trick for Ollie. Flashing the lights across the line. 2nd is Leon Holly. 3rd goes to Matthew Swatton, holding off Martin Wright. Max Scharfegger is going to be 5th and Jake Wardle 6th. They pulled away from the battle for 7th, which is going to go to Lachlan Homer. He's got ahead of Ben Ward and takes 7th place. Ward 8th, great race between those two. Tim Leonard 9th, Zane Quecker takes 10th place. We'll await confirmation of the results. There's a few penalties. Oh, Ben Ward has been given a 5-second penalty as well. That's just come up for exceeding track limits. Just came up a few seconds ago on my timing screen. So Ben Ward drops to 10th. 9th for Zane Quecker. Then in 11th place it's William Omar. George Allen, I think, will take 12th. And Ralphie Branscombe 13th. Freddie Chandler pulled off into the pits. So Ollie Smith it is who takes the win. 8 laps completed in a time of 15:53.806. And he also got the fastest lap, 1:58.451. Leon Holly in 2nd and Matthew Swatton on the podium in 3rd. Martin Wright takes 4th place with Max Scharfegger coming through from the back of the grid once again to take 5th place ahead of Jake Wardle. Lachlan Homer and Ben Ward had a great scrap for 7th, but Ward got that penalty, dropping in behind Tim Leonard and Zane Quecker. Then Omar, Allen and Branscombe completing the finishers. Freddie Chandler was a late retirement. Fantastic racing this weekend from the Junior Saloon Cars. A big thank you and well done to them for their entertainments. These young racers are certainly going places. Thanks to our Orange family, the Marshalls as well. Next up we have the Track Action Racing Club for their 2nd race of the weekend. Mixture of saloons and sports cars. No, it was Adam Croft in his VW Scirocco who won yesterday. Again, the grid is set by the result of that first race. We'll bring you the grid for that as soon as we can. Just waiting for the Junior Saloon Car Championships to head into Parc Fermé. 15 cars we'll see in our next race. We've got French cars, including a lot of Peugeot 206s, some Japanese machinery, an Audi TT, the VW Scirocco, an MG ZR as well, and a BMW Mini Cooper. A nice mixture of cars coming up in our next race for the Track Action Racing Club. But first of all, let's head down to Ian in Parc Fermé.
Well, 3 pole positions, 3 wins. Ollie Smith has started 2026 for the Junior Saloon Car Championship with a perfect score. He gets out of the car. We'll let him get his helmet off. We'll have a quick chat with him as well. He's probably absolutely fed up of seeing me by now, but I'm sure he's not fed up of picking up the first place trophies. Well, let him get his helmet off. Leon Holly coming home in second place, just like he did in race 2, and Matthew Swatton coming home in third, just like he also did in race 2 as well. It's the same podium from earlier today, and there he goes. He's getting his helmet off now, and let's have a chat. Ollie Smith, even in your wildest dreams, when you were driving up to Donington Park for this meeting, did you actually think 3 poles, 3 wins was going to be on the cards?
Most certainly not, no.
You can say yes if you want, but what does this mean to you, a perfect score this weekend?
I mean, it means a lot. Coming on from the back of last year, we were hoping to be somewhere near the front, and to be leading the championship coming out of the first round is what we were hoping for, so yeah. Something
of a dominant performance this weekend. Congratulations, Ollie, really happy for you. Oh, you've got really nice warm hands as well. Let's go round, shall we, see if we can find a couple of the other drivers. Matthew Swatton, of course, coming home in third place. Oh, let's go grab, he's over here now, it's Leon. Let's grab him for a quick chat. Leon, can we borrow you for a second? Is that all right, my friend? Hey, that's not too... What a good day today, hey?
Oh, yeah,
2 second places.
It's been a great day today, actually. Amazing day.
And it keeps, obviously, you know, a bit of work to do to catch Ollie in front for everybody, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. He's well quick. He's amazing. He's got the straight flat pace, hasn't he?
Long way to go yet.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a whole season left in there.
You're in this, mate. You're in this. Top man indeed. Thank you so much. Gary's just catching up with Matthew at the minute, so we'll grab him for a chat very, very shortly. Back-to-back third places for Matthew Swatton. Had a P3 earlier today. Matthew, congratulations. Another P3. Happy?
Yeah, I'm happy, to be fair. Considering I started P2, I've just fluffed the start a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's another podium and progression, so that's what I'm happy about.
Ollie Smith's looking pretty quick, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. We've just got to sit back as a team and just do some data and just find out how they're getting quicker, and we'll obviously hopefully in the end be quicker than them. So it's been a good start weekend.
Yeah.